With so many American web series all around, we all want to sound American and sound very cool, don't we? Well, in this video, I will discuss with you or I will tell you about American slangs and phrases which just sound so cool. Well, you all are once again most welcome to Tutorials Point. Let's go ahead and learn about these cool slangs usually used in the American English. Okay, well, whenever we want to say or whenever we want to express what is going on, what the hell is going on, what is going on, and you want to express it in, we will express it in a way which is like, what is going on? We are slightly frustrated and irritated. We'll say, what is going on? But a more American way of saying it would be, what the heck is going on? So that is sort of, an American way of saying what is going on. What the heck is going on? Okay, to spend some time, so, we love to spend time with our friends and with, our family, colleagues, or anybody whom, the company of whom we enjoy. So if you want to say this in an American way, we'll say to rub elbows. Well, to spend some time or to meet someone or to sort of, have an interaction with somebody is to rub elbows, right? So you might rub elbows with her in the party. So it's like you might spend some time with her in the party. Okay, so very beautiful is an American way of saying very beautiful is drop dead gorgeous. Well, you look drop dead gorgeous in this dress. Okay, not made as an official or an attributable statement. So when you have not made an official statement about something, so you call that off the records. In an American way, you would call it off the records. So off the records, let me tell you what's going on in the team. So that it means that you don't want to make an official statement about it, but you're just saying it. Okay, so when you say don't believe what I'm saying blindly, so if you want to say this in a cool American manner, well, you would say, don't quote me on that. Well, the salary in that company is so and so, but don't quote me on that. So when you say don't quote me on that, you mean that, though you are giving that information, but it might not be completely accurate. So don't just blindly believe what I'm saying. Okay, well, to suggest something in a bad or a shady way, she didn't suggest it in very, very high spirits, or whatever she was saying didn't create a very good or very good vibes around. Well, when you say that in an American way, you call it to insinuate, right? So whatever she was saying or her message was insinuating the crowd. So it means that it had a bad or a shady or a gray effect on the people whom she was talking to. Okay, well, jonesing is a very, very cool American slang, which basically means to ardently wish for something. Well, I was jonesing over an ice cream last night. I was really wishing, or I was like craving for an ice cream last night. Okay, so early, for example, someone arrives early. A more American way of saying it is to come in time, to be in time. So when someone is in time, it means that they arrived before time. Okay, reserved and not at all relaxed. Well, when you see someone is reserved and not at all relaxed, in a more American way, you would call them uptight. Well, you looked really uptight during the entire meeting. Is everything okay? So which means that the person is not as sort of calm and relaxed, but is much more alert and is much more attentive. Okay, to overeat. Well, it happens sometimes that we tend to overeat, but a more or a cooler way of saying that would be to pig out. So, well, we just went there and we pigged out. We pigged out. So that is what it means to pig out. Okay, well, pass the buck. It literally means to pass on the responsibility or to transfer the responsibility. Well, you cannot pass on the buck if you yourself could not make it through the interview. You cannot pass on the buck to anybody. So that is like you transfer the responsibility. Okay, hyped. Well, hyped actually means to be very, very excited. Well, I was really, really hyped to meet her. So it also means to be sort of to be really, really happy, really, really excited to do anything or to meet someone. So in more, and in an American way, it is called as hyped. Okay, well, to hit the books, it means to study. Well, I'm going to hit the books today night so that I can score well tomorrow in my exam. Okay, no rush means to take your time. So when we say take your time, it's fine, just take your time. A more American way of saying the same thing would be no rush, that's okay. We are in no rush to do this. So it means take your time. It only conveys that you might want to take your time, it's fine. Okay, well, to go cold turkey. What does that mean, to go cold turkey? To go cold turkey means to quit something suddenly. So, well, I decided to go cold turkey this entire year for my New Year resolution. So, what it means is that I decided to go cold turkey on alcohol, or I decided to quit alcohol for this entire year. So, to go cold turkey is a more sort of, an American way of saying the same thing. Okay, well, push over. What does that mean? Easy to overcome or influence. So that person is sort of a pushover. So someone who is very, very is very gullible, and you can very, very easily influence them. That is what is precisely meant by pushover. Okay, swanning around. So swanning around is again an American way of saying or expressing that you are roaming around aimlessly. So he's been swanning around ever since he came to the school this morning. Okay, hot shot. So hot shot in an American English. In American English, hot shot means to be someone who is an expert. So he's a hot shot in this subject. So the person who's going to take our seminar today is a hot shot in that subject. Okay. Squeaky clean. Well, squeaky clean means very, very clean. I could see her entire home was squeaky clean. So it's like sort of an more expressive way of stating that whatever you are talking about was extremely clean. Okay. Bring your A game. So what does that mean? Bring your A game. Well, bring your A game means to put in your best effort. So I hope that you all bring in your A game for this entire project. So it's sort of motivating, and it's sort of conveying a message that you expect them to put in their best efforts. Well, all of these are certain American phrases that we discussed, and you could use them in your daily language just in case you want to sound more cool. Well, I'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.